All right, welcome back to Business. Today we are tackling the insurance sector and what 2024 holds for this particular industry. I'm speaking to Ashok Shah, who's the Group CEO, Apollo Group. Thank you very much, sir. Now, continuing with our discussions, in fact, as we were bantering during the break, it seems as the economic, especially the macros, when they're not as favorable as they are, even as a sector where you collect premiums and invest, it becomes, you have very limited opportunities that are safe and profitable. Talk to me how the industry has been navigating investment in the Kenyan market.
Okay. What had happened was last year or the previous years, we had now started investing in much broader areas, and we had started looking at green bonds and supporting people who had green bonds out for like student housing. So that was one. Then there was also the infrastructure, investment in infrastructure. The pension fund industry had formed a consortium, and people were getting into the consortium to support infrastructure. Mm-hmm. So that what would happen is that normally pension funds are long term. So if we have an infrastructure project which is 5-10 years, then pension funds can support it. Insurance funds will not be very easy to support because they are short-term funds. So, putting into green bonds and other areas was much better. Mm-hmm. But we were also looking at venture capitals, and there was some move into supporting venture capitals. But a lot has changed. Mm-hmm. What has happened is that the depreciation the shilling has happened, and the interest rates have started rising. So so a lot of our money right now is going into government bonds. Mm-hmm. And because that's the only way we can maintain a return which we will be able to show, keep growing our businesses. Okay. Because if you look at the last week's bond that came out, the rate was about, the coupon rate became 18.9%. Now, that 18.9% is not easy to earn anywhere else. So we have put a lot of money going into that area. Mm-hmm. And that's happening, I think, not only with the insurance industry, but even with the banking industry. Mm-hmm. So what is happening is a lot of money is moving away from traditional investments into the government bonds.
Mm-hmm. And of course, that has been pushed by where we stand right now, and yes, that seems to be the one of the better or the best options, at least right yes, now, to invest into. And now I'm thinking how this particular industry is also changing, because each and every single day I interact with somebody who's younger than me. They know something that I don't know, especially in the technological world.
That's right, yes.
And this is permeating all aspects of our lives, the way we interact, the way we do business. Mm-hmm. And the insurance industry has not been left behind. I know there's a term coinage called insurtech, yes, where you merge the insurance sector and technology.
That's right.
For the year 2024, how critical is technology when it comes to Kenyan insurance industry?
Yeah, no, digital transformation is very, very important. Mm-hmm. We have been doing it for some times. A lot of our solutions are available online, but we are going into the apps as well. One of the apps that we have is that we've come out with a motor cover, where you don't have to pay an annual premium, you pay a monthly premium. It's called Bima Bamba, and it's all done on the mobile. So what we are looking at is that how do we use technology to get to get cover to the people, and get the people to understand the cover easily. Generally, insurance is a little bit difficult to provide cover to online, mm-hmm, but so we are making it much easier. So even for life insurance, we have come out with one or two solutions where you can take out everything online and basically have a cover of 100,000 shillings for a premium of 200 shillings per month. And then if at the end of 12 months you don't have a claim, then we refund 50% of that premium.
Okay.
So we're working on it. But then what we have to do is we have to do something much faster. We have to come in. And what's happening is the young people that you say, they are digital savvy, but at the same time, they also have a lot of digital knowledge. And we've got a large group of people who can come in and help us improve our technology and our transformation.
Definitely.
Yes.
I was at the InsurTech summit that was held last year.
Yes.
And I was just exploring some of these solutions that are coming from Africa.
Yes.
As simple as if I get myself into an accident, all I need to do is remove my phone, take a photo, it is processed, and the value of how much I need to be compensated just based on artificial intelligence, for example. This seems to be a game changer.
Yes, I think artificial intelligence will play a big role in what we are doing. We are a very large health insurer, and what's happening is that we get thousands of claims on a daily basis. So artificial intelligence will really change the way we do things. So rather than individuals looking at a claim, especially the small claims, what will happen is artificial intelligence will start now. We'll be using the artificial intelligence to look at the claims and actually tell us which could be the genuine claim, which could be fraudulent, and then make sure that we can then support the claim. But it also, all genuine claims will be paid much faster. Rather than, especially in health cover, you can't delay the payment of a claim when somebody has been to a doctor or a hospital, and then they send in a claim because they already paid the hospital. So what we need to do is when they put in the claim, we have to pay it as fast as possible. So artificial intelligence will help us that. But also the other area that you said about cars, we have an assessment center, but the assessment center looks, what they do is that they take photographs and then send, we will have artificial intelligence looking at that photograph and then saying that, okay, this is the damage, this could be the probable cost, and how do we, how fast, so we can make an offer to you as a cash in lieu. But the other area that artificial intelligence can help us is underwrite a policy much better. So what would happen is that it's going to be data driven. And if we have got access to more and more data, then artificial intelligence will make the decision for us at a much easier rate. So if a person wants a cover, medical cover, we will be able to look at the information that they have provided and see if we got more data about that particular person or that illness. And then we can take the decision much faster and say that we will cover this person for this particular amount or the family.
Okay.
So artificial intelligence will maybe change the way we do things.
Yes.
And what will happen is the human being will now be free to do other tasks. So when the artificial intelligence rejects a claim, initially we will require a human being to confirm that the claim is rejected. But once artificial intelligence is 90%, we can approve 90% of the claims, and we are satisfied that they are doing the right thing, then the person doesn't have to intervene on the artificial intelligence. Only for the 10% of the claims or 10% of the covers, they will have to review it.
Okay, because a lot of people live in fear in regards to there is this replacement fear. AI is coming to take my job, for example.
Yes.
If I was the one handling and reviewing those claims, now AI is doing everything. And the question is, utilizing technology,
Yes.
what does it do for the industry in regards to efficiency and those loopholes that the industry or US sector players lose money on?
Well, what it does is that I think one of the things that artificial intelligence will do when it comes to claims, it will help us move the claims faster and settle the claims faster. But the artificial intelligence can also start helping us in getting customers, making sure that we can now, we talked about MSMEs. Now MSMEs in Kenya, a lot of the MSMEs are owned by women. So we need our people to go and explain to them the type of covers that we should have. But what will happen is that a lot of this will be online covers, so they can take it up. So initially we would have to go and explain to them that this is the cover, this is what it will do and how it will do it. But once the person learns how to use the mobile app, and then they can actually then start using the mobile app to go on cover, put in a claim on when there is a claim. Then what will happen is that our people will then be able to penetrate larger number of MSMEs to go to them, because MSMEs might be a salon. What sort of covers do they require? If it's a beauty salon, hairdressing salon, what sort of covers do they require? Now the covers, and because we are able to cover more and more people, we can make it a cheaper cover.
Okay.
So say for example, if it's a beauty salon and they're using chemicals, right now they don't take out cover for somebody who gets affected by that chemical. But once we have got, say, 100 salons covered in one area, then we can bring the price down. And more people will take it up. So when there is a claim that comes in, it can be handled much quicker, but at the same time, the salon owner is protected. The person who has been injured or has had their hair singed or something, they are also protected.
Okay.
Yes.
That's very critical. And our time is really running out. This issue of climate change and sustainability.
Yes.
I know you had touched on several occasions, even in regards to where you invest your premiums. Green bonds really much encouraged.
Yes.
Right now. I saw the other day the cabinet actually approved the framework for investing green investments, which is very critical for the sector when it comes to playing a key role in regards to climate change mitigations. Is 2024 that year that you guys go even extra big on this?
Yes. For us, the climate change, the major insured population that's affected by climate change are the farmers, the smallholder farmers. Because what's happening is that they basically can get a good crop or a bad crop depending on the rain. Because in Kenya, all the rain is rain. All the crops are mostly rain-fed. So what's happening is that we are actually spending more time in trying to convince the government and also working with the government to give more covers to the farmers so that they can be protected against climate change. And there are areas that we need to now do much more, and what we need to do is that we need to, and one party that we really work hand in hand is the aggregators, because the aggregators, when they go in, they are covering the whole county, and we're looking at one aggregator which last year only did 200,000 farmers. They insured They gave for finance to 200,000 farmers. This year they are looking at 340,000 farmers. So that's nearly doubling the farmers that will be covered.
Okay.
So if we can get more aggregators, we will be able to now give them crop covers which will look after the climate change.
Okay.
Because that's one area that we have a problem with.
All right.
The other area that climate change will also affect is livestock. Now, besides the pastoralist, we would like to see whether there are so many people who have 2 or 3 cows and they provide milk to the dairies. So we are trying to work with the dairies to make sure that we can now go and insure those farmers that supply the milk to them.
All right.
Yeah.
That's very, very good, and I'm glad that interventions are touching. You know, the government of the day says it's the bottom-up economic transformation, and insurance sector is a critical component of that. In the course of the year, we'll be able to discuss all these aspects and how they evolve, because there's always an emerging issue. But thank you very much, sir, for making time. Yes.
Thank you.
It's always good to talk to you, sir.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Shoksha is the group CEO, Apollo Group, and he says that this year is the year of technology and also critical interventions, especially in the agriculture and livestock sector. A lot happening there. But remember that there are quite a number of headwinds that we are facing. The macros and the global macros have not been working for us with these wars. So the sector is also rethinking everything in that regard, and some of the key interventions and opportunities that do lie therein. But that's all from Martyrs Insurance. Thank you very much. As we put a full stop on business today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Nogit Kumboy. Up next we have Be Okay and stay tuned.